The Nigerian political and security landscape has just experienced a massive earthquake that has completely shaken the foundation of the nation's law enforcement agency. For months, citizens across the country have been fiercely debating the leadership of the police force, especially concerning the rising wave of insecurity, banditry, and high-profile kidnappings that have left many communities in absolute fear. Now, the climax of that tension has finally arrived. The internet is currently buzzing with an explosive headline claiming that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has officially sacked the Inspector General of Police, Kayode EGBETOKUN, and that officers at the police headquarters actually erupted in widespread jubilation following his sudden removal. Because this is such a highly sensitive national security issue, we had to dig deep into the official records and reliable reports from today, February 24, 2026, to uncover the absolute truth behind this massive development. To understand exactly what happened, we need to look at the incredibly dramatic events that unfolded behind the heavily guarded walls of the presidential villa in Abuja. According to the official statement released by the Special Advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, Bayo Onanuga, EGBETOKUN was not officially sacked by the President. The presidency claims that the Inspector General willingly submitted a resignation letter citing pressing family issues that required his undivided attention. However, highly credible insider reports and multiple presidency sources paint a completely different and far more intense picture of how his exit actually happened. On Monday evening, while governors were arriving at the State House for an interfaith gathering, EGBETOKUN was specifically and urgently summoned by President Tinubu. This was not a routine security briefing. Security officials confirmed that during this closed-door meeting, the president directly asked the police chief to step down and immediately prepare his handover notes. The immediate removal of EGBETOKUN marks the end of an incredibly controversial tenure that has kept the police force in the spotlight for all the wrong reasons. His time in office was heavily overshadowed by a massive national debate regarding his retirement age. By law, police officers are required to retire at the age of 60 or after 35 years of service. EGBETOKUN reached the mandatory retirement age of 60 in September 2024, but in a very surprising move, the National Assembly quickly amended the Police Act just weeks before his birthday to allow him to complete a full 4-year term. This decision sparked massive protests from civil society groups and activists who felt the extension was completely unlawful and weakened institutional discipline. Beyond the tenure dispute, his leadership faced heavy criticism due to the deteriorating security situation across the country. With recent high-profile incidents like the terrible abduction of school children in Niger State and mass attacks in Kwara State, the pressure on the government to completely overhaul the security architecture reached an absolute boiling point. As the news of his sudden resignation spread across the country, reports emerged that the atmosphere at the force headquarters was filled with a surprising sense of relief. Several media sources noted that some police officers actually celebrated and expressed joy upon hearing that he had been asked to leave. This reaction highlights the deep internal divisions and the heavy burden of the controversies that surrounded his administration, including allegations of favoritism in rapid promotions. In a swift move to ensure there is no vacuum in the nation's security leadership, President Tinubu has immediately appointed Assistant Inspector General of Police Tunji Disu as the new Acting Inspector General of Police. Tunji Disu is a highly experienced officer who previously served as the head of the Intelligence Response Team and the Commissioner of Police in both the Federal Capital Territory and Rivers State. He is stepping into this massive role at a critical time when the nation desperately needs a fresh, proactive approach to combating rural invasions and securing the highways. If you are finding this breakdown of the current security shakeup informative and you appreciate how we uncover the verified facts behind the viral headlines, please take a quick second to smash that like button. It really helps this video reach more citizens who need to stay updated on these crucial national matters. Also, if you want to remain completely informed regarding the absolute truth regarding Nigeria's political and security developments without any fake news, hit the subscribe button right now and turn on your notification bell so you never miss our next major update. The sudden transition of power from EGBETOKUN to Disu is a clear signal that the current administration is running out of patience with the worsening security situation and now demands immediate, visible results from the police force. President Tinubu recently declared that security is the absolute foundation of prosperity, emphasizing that businesses cannot grow and families cannot sleep in peace without a safe environment. He has even renewed his pledge to establish state police to tackle insecurity at the grassroots level. As Acting IGP Tunji Disu prepares to take full command of the Nigeria Police Force, the expectations from both the government and the general public are incredibly high. He faces the massive task of uniting a divided police force, restoring public trust, and launching aggressive operations to dismantle the criminal syndicates terrorizing the country. With all these dramatic changes happening right before our eyes, we have to ask a very important question. Do you believe that the appointment of Tunji Disu as the new police chief will finally bring an end to the rising insecurity across the country? Or do you think the core problem goes much deeper than just changing the Inspector General? Let me know your honest thoughts in the comment section below, because your perspective is a vital part of this national conversation.